Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome back to Magnetize Official. No matter where you are in the world, I'm sending you so much love and light. Today, we're diving deep into a special reading for our beautiful YouTube community. If you're here, trust that you've been guided for a reason. There's a message waiting for you. To begin, I'll be shuffling the energy oracle cards to tune into the collective energy. As we flow through this reading, I encourage you to stay until the very end. There might be something revealed that speaks directly to your soul. And remember, by liking, sharing, and subscribing, you're not just supporting this channel. You're deepening our energetic connection, allowing me to bring through even more personal and aligned messages for you. Right away, I feel butterflies in my stomach, a strong sign that someone in your energy field feels incredibly nervous around you. I'm also getting chills, which tells me this is more than just an ordinary connection. This is something spiritual, a bond that transcends the physical world. Whoever this person is, they're beginning to understand just how deep and profound your connection truly is. For those of you tuning in, this connection could be with someone from your past, present, or even future, because energy is fluid. It moves beyond time and space. However, for many of you, this is someone you've already felt a pull toward. The word that just came through is ancient, meaning that your souls have known each other before. This isn't your first meeting. Your connection runs deeper than this lifetime. I'm sensing a strong warrior spirit from this person, someone who carries a powerful masculine energy. Remember, we all have both masculine and feminine within us, so trust your intuition in how this resonates for you. Many of you here align more with the divine feminine energy, as our community leans toward that polarity. But for my divine masculines tuning in, you are just as valued and welcome here. This masculine energy I'm picking up on is someone who has likely embodied the spirit of a warrior in past lives, perhaps as a soldier, a protector, or someone who fought in great battles. In this lifetime, they may have military experience, or they might simply have a naturally strong, resilient, and protective energy. They might come across as tough, maybe even a little cold or sharp at times. Some of them use humor, especially sarcasm, as a shield, deflecting deeper emotions because vulnerability isn't something they're entirely comfortable with yet. But don't be fooled. Underneath that exterior is someone with a deep, unspoken love for you. Now, let's talk about the Goddess of the Moon card that just came up. This represents your energy, divine feminine. However, it appeared reversed, which tells me that this masculine energy is feeling deeply disconnected from you in the 3D. There's an ache, a longing. They want to be closer to you. This could mean emotional closeness, or it could even be a sign that they are physically far away and yearning to bridge that gap. The strategy card followed, confirming that this person is actively making plans to come toward you. They are thinking, strategizing, figuring out their next move. They're not just sitting in this energy, they're beginning to take action. There's so much more I want to share about this powerful connection, so stay with me. The messages flowing through right now feel deeply aligned with those of you on a divine journey. Spirit is bringing through something significant, so let's dive even deeper into what you need to know. As I continue tuning in, I keep seeing a star, a pentagram, or a similar symbol with multiple points. This may hold personal meaning for some of you. It could be something you've been seeing in dreams, signs, or synchronicities. But beyond that, this vision is telling me that this connection is written in the stars. You and this person have a bond that stretches far beyond this lifetime. It doesn't matter how much or how little you've interacted in this current reality, whether you've spent years together, exchanged only a few words, or have yet to meet in the physical realm. The depth of your soul bond makes time and space irrelevant. Some of you have felt this connection in ways that can't be explained, through intuitive nudges, vivid dreams, or a sense of déjà vu when thinking about or encountering this person. That's because your souls recognize each other instantly, even when your human minds are still catching up. Now, here's something that's coming through strongly. The phrase, uncomfortably emotional. This masculine energy, whether physically male or not, feels emotions for you that overwhelm them. They are not used to this depth of feeling, and it shakes them to their core. They might not be comfortable with open affection or deep expressions of love, but when it comes to you, they can't help themselves. Whether they show it outwardly or not, their emotions are overflowing. For those of you who have already had interactions with this person in this lifetime, I sense that they have been deeply emotional about it, possibly in ways they wouldn't dare admit. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing someone crying, perhaps behind closed doors, in moments of solitude, when they thought no one was watching. They may have shed tears over the idea of this connection, out of frustration, longing, or even fear of what it means for them. And for some, they may have cried simply because they miss you. But here's the thing, they would never admit it. This person takes pride in being seen as strong, unshakable, even untouchable. They like to present themselves as brave and courageous, perhaps even a little detached, because to them, that is what strength looks like. Vulnerability in their eyes has been something to avoid, something they associate with weakness. And yet, you bring out a side of them they can't ignore. For many of you, this person was raised or conditioned by society to believe that emotions should be suppressed. Regardless of their gender, they may have grown up in an environment where toughness was praised and sensitivity was discouraged. Because of this, they've become accustomed to hiding their heart, to the point where they may have seemed emotionally unavailable in past relationships. With most people, they keep a distance, avoiding physical or emotional affection because it makes them uncomfortable. But you are different. They feel something for you that they cannot ignore or run from. It is unlike anything they have experienced before. And here's where it gets really interesting. I pulled the Adjacent Possibilities card in reverse, and this is a huge confirmation. This person is completely fixated on you. I keep hearing the phrase, "there's no one else." They are not even considering another serious option. Even if they are currently in a karmic relationship or have entertained connections in the past, none of it matters. On a soul level, and even in their waking consciousness, they know that no one else can truly compare to you. There's no room in their heart for anyone else, no matter how hard they've tried to distract themselves, immersing in work, indulging in surface-level connections, or convincing themselves it was all in their head. Deep down, the truth remains undeniable. It's you, divine feminine. You are the one they can't seem to forget, the one who lingers in their thoughts like a melody they can't stop humming, the one who stirs emotions within them that they never even knew existed. And now, that realization is rising to the surface, demanding to be acknowledged. For many of these masculines, this moment of truth is shaking up their entire world, forcing them to confront feelings they've long kept at bay. Stay with me, because Spirit is still bringing through powerful messages about what's unfolding next. I keep seeing an image of two people growing old together, side by side. This masculine might be seriously contemplating what it would mean to spend a lifetime with you, not just as a fleeting thought, but as a deep, soul-level knowing. This isn't just about romance, it's about legacy, about walking through life with someone who truly understands them. Now, let's take a closer look at this masculine's energy. The yin-yang card reversed has appeared, one of the strongest twin flame indicators in the deck. Whether this is a twin flame connection or a high-level soulmate bond, one thing is clear. The depth of this connection is undeniable. This isn't something casual or ordinary. This is something ancient, something written in the stars long before either of you took your first breath in this lifetime. But here's where things get complicated. The Freedom card reversed tells me that this masculine is feeling trapped, not by circumstances, but by the intensity of their own emotions. It's as if their feelings for you have become inescapable, colouring every moment of their day. They could be at work, out with friends, or simply driving down the road, and suddenly, there you are, taking up space in their mind, in their heart. For most of their life, this masculine has had an uncanny ability to shut off emotions like flipping a switch. They've learned to compartmentalize. Whether it was grief, trauma, or pain, they knew how to control what they showed to the world. But you, Divine Feminine, you are the great exception. You are the mystery they can't unravel, the enigma that refuses to fade, and that's what scares them the most. I keep hearing the word mystery. That's how they see you. Not in the sense that you're distant or unreadable, but because they can't quite grasp why you affect them the way you do. Why can't they just move on? Why do they feel this pull toward you, even when they try to resist it? The Wheel of Fortune upright tells me that deep down, this masculine wants to take a chance on you. They're feeling the urge to surrender, to finally let themselves believe in something bigger than logic, bigger than fear. But something is standing in the way. For some it's distance, physical, emotional, or even karmic. For others, it's a major life change that needs to happen before this connection can fully come together. And yet, despite these challenges, there's an undeniable longing to take that leap of faith. In the past, this masculine may have been hesitant, non-committal, emotionally unavailable, or simply too wounded to open up fully. But with you, it has always been different. Even if they've never believed in soulmates or twin flames, something about this connection makes them question everything they thought they knew about love. The Ten of Cups reversed hints at a deep, almost subconscious grieving. This masculine may be mourning a version of your connection that once existed, whether in this life or in another. Perhaps, in a past lifetime, you built a family together, shared a home, or walked a path of unwavering commitment. There's a lingering ache in their soul, as if they know they've lost something before, and they don't want to lose it again. So here they are, standing at a crossroads, caught between fear and destiny, logic and longing. And as this energy continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the pull toward you isn't going anywhere. Spirit is still bringing through more messages, and I can feel that the story isn't over yet. So stay with me, Divine Feminine. There's so much more to uncover. If you and this masculine share a past connection in this lifetime, they may be consciously grieving the loss of it, whether it was a friendship, a romance, or even just a fleeting moment that left an imprint on their soul. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a layer of mystery surrounding this grief. It's as if they're feeling the weight of a love they don't fully remember, a longing that seems to exist beyond logic. Why do they feel such an intense pull toward you, even if, in this lifetime, your story hasn't fully unfolded yet? It's almost as though they are awakening to a soul contract, one that has recently been activated in a way they weren't expecting. And if you have been sensing an energetic shift, feeling their presence more strongly, or even catching yourself thinking about them at odd moments, this could be why. Your guides are revealing that the terms of your soul contract have recently shifted, triggering a new phase of connection. It's like a door that was once closed is now creaking open, allowing fresh energy to flow between you. If you've noticed a sudden wave of emotions, love, longing, or even a sense of bittersweet nostalgia, you might not be imagining it. This masculine's energy is deeply charged with emotion right now, and many divine feminines are picking up on it through energetic transference. It's like an invisible current flowing between you, carrying emotions back and forth. For some of you, this soul bond has always been present, but it might have felt dormant for a while. Maybe you haven't met this person yet in the physical, or perhaps distance, time, or circumstances placed a pause on your connection. But something has shifted, something has reawakened, and with this activation, the connection between you is growing stronger. So, if you've been feeling a sudden emotional surge, know that you're not alone. Be gentle with yourself during this time. Rest when you need to. Move your body in ways that help release any stagnant energy. Trust that your soul knows how to process what's unfolding, even if your mind is still catching up. Now, let's expand the lens a little wider. There are other energies around you, some romantic, some platonic, some purely spiritual. Your guides are sending messages not just about this masculine, but about your own personal journey as well. What other energies are currently surrounding the divine feminine? The contract card is appearing upright, which tells me that something significant is being rebalanced in your life. This could be a karmic situation coming full circle, a relationship shifting, or a deep-seated pattern rising to the surface for resolution. Whatever it is, it's making itself known in a more conscious and undeniable way. Let's dive deeper. What karmic themes might be surfacing right now? For some of you, this is about releasing an old cycle, one that no longer aligns with the person you are becoming. It could involve letting go of a relationship, a belief system, or an environment that once felt comfortable but now feels restrictive. This shift might not always be easy, but it's a necessary step toward your highest timeline. When we heal, we naturally outgrow certain energies. And as you continue to rise into your Empress state of being, anything that is not in alignment with your growth is being shed. This is a powerful time, Divine Feminine. Honor the shifts, trust your intuition, and most importantly, know that everything unfolding right now is guiding you exactly where you are meant to be. This message won't resonate with everyone, but it feels like a continuation of a powerful theme that's been emerging in recent readings. You are in the midst of a profound clearing, releasing old patterns and evolving beyond relationships and situations that no longer align with your frequency. As you shift, it's only natural that some connections begin to fade, while others may try to pull you back into an old version of yourself. I'm strongly sensing that someone you've outgrown isn't ready to let go of you, even if they were the one who walked away, rejected you, or distanced themselves in the past. There's a very real possibility that they will attempt to re-enter your life. It's as if, no matter how much time passes, they always find their way back. You might have even noticed a pattern. People you've intentionally disconnected from, or who once stepped away from you, seem to reappear in your energy field when you least expect it. Why does this keep happening? The answer lies in your unique energetic signature. You carry an exceptionally rare and high vibrational energy, one that leaves an imprint on everyone who has ever been close to you. Even if your physical connection with someone was brief, your energy remains woven into their consciousness in ways they might not even fully understand. Some may never reach out again, but they will always feel your presence on some level. As you continue growing, healing, and expanding into your highest potential, this transformation sends out ripples far beyond what you can see. Your energetic shifts don't just impact you, they radiate outward, touching the collective consciousness. Those who have connected with you on a deeper soul level are particularly sensitive to these shifts. Whether they realize it or not, they recognize your frequency. And when they sense your transformation, whether through an intuitive nudge, a dream, or even a sudden memory, they may feel compelled to reach out or re-enter your life. Think of it like this. Imagine you could put up a giant billboard in the middle of the world with your name on it. Only the people who have met you before would recognize it and say, "Hey, I saw your name. I remember you." While this is just a metaphor, it mirrors how your soul's energy works in the quantum realm. Every time you undergo a major spiritual or personal evolution, whether it's stepping into your power, setting new boundaries, or pursuing your dreams, you are broadcasting your frequency on a higher level. It's not your name being called out. It's your soul's unique vibration, echoing through the unseen world. Your guides are bringing this to your awareness because you might soon notice people from your past suddenly resurfacing, some you haven't spoken to in years, even a decade or more. Old friends, past acquaintances, childhood connections. Anyone who has ever shared space with you may start to feel the pull of your energy. It's as if, by stepping further into your authentic self, you are lighting up on an invisible map, making it easier for those connected to you to sense your presence again. This isn't necessarily a sign to reconnect with everyone who reappears. Some may return because they admire your growth, while others may come back out of curiosity or an attempt to access the energy they once felt around you. Use your discernment. Trust what resonates. Most importantly, remember this. The fact that people are drawn back to your energy is a testament to how powerfully you shine. You are shifting in ways that are impossible to ignore. and the world is taking notice. Keep moving forward, keep rising, and trust that the connections meant for you will always align with your highest path. In the past, you may have felt like you were speaking into the void, like your efforts, your words, and even your energy weren't truly landing with those around you. Maybe you felt unseen, unheard, or as if your frequency was simply too different from the people in your environment. But that's all changing now. Your guides are revealing that as you've ascended to a higher level of consciousness, your energy is no longer subtle. It's radiating. It's as if your spiritual signal has been amplified, and those who are energetically attuned to you are beginning to notice. This shift may explain why, in the coming weeks, months, or even years, you'll start to see familiar faces reappearing in your life. People you haven't spoken to in ages may suddenly reach out. Old friends may resurface, or even past romantic connections might find their way back into your orbit. You may find yourself thinking, why do they always seem to come back? And now you have your answer. But here's the key. Just because someone returns doesn't mean they belong in your present reality. You've worked hard to grow, to evolve, to step into this higher vibration. That means discernment is crucial. Not every returning connection is meant to be rekindled. And not everyone who reaches out has evolved in the way you have. Some may be drawn to your light, but remain stuck in the patterns you've already transcended. It's up to you to decide whether to open the door or keep it firmly closed. I wasn't expecting these insights to come through today, but I'm deeply grateful for this guidance. And as always, thank you for being part of this journey. This is a co-creative space where we collectively call in the messages that need to be heard. Now, let's talk about the deeper pattern you're releasing. This transformation you're undergoing isn't just about people. It's about energy, frequency, and alignment. You may have upgraded your life, your mindset, or your emotional state in a way that naturally led to a disconnection from something or someone still rooted in an older version of your reality. And let's be clear, this isn't necessarily about malice. Often, these attachments aren't intentionally harmful. For example, if you've spent years healing deep-seated anxiety or self-doubt, you might have had people in your life, friends, partners, even family members, who once connected with you in that lower vibrational space. Maybe they found comfort in your shared struggles, or maybe the dynamic was built on mutual wounds. In those moments, that connection may have felt supportive, even nurturing. But now, as you rise beyond those old wounds and step into a more empowered version of yourself, you might unintentionally be shining a light on parts of their own unresolved pain. This puts them at a crossroads. They can either choose to mirror your growth by stepping into their own healing journey, or they can resist, projecting their discomfort through resentment, distance, or even outright negativity. And here's something important to recognize. This isn't always about a person. The energy you're releasing could just as easily be a job, a location, a belief system, or even a version of yourself that no longer fits. You're not being abandoned or rejected by these things. Rather, you're being redirected. Your soul is naturally pulling you away from what no longer matches your vibration. Trust the process. If something or someone is meant to stay in your life, they'll evolve alongside you. If they're not, they'll fade into the past as a stepping stone on your journey. You are stepping into a reality that fully aligns with your highest self, and the people, places, and opportunities that resonate with that frequency will meet you there. Your guides want to remind you of something important. Continue standing strong in your higher vibration. You've come too far to dim your light for anything or anyone. If there's any sadness or nostalgia creeping in over a disconnection, whether it's from a person, a situation, or even an old version of yourself, don't let it pull you backward. The growth you've experienced, the healing you've embraced, and the alignment you've cultivated are far too valuable to compromise just to revisit something that no longer matches your energy. Instead of looking back, keep moving forward. Trust that the connections and experiences meant for you at this new level will meet you exactly where you are. Now, let's take a closer look at the energy surrounding you. As I shuffled, a card practically flew out of the deck, the solar plexus chakra card in the upright position. This is powerful. Alongside it, I noticed the number 555, a sign of significant change and transformation. What this tells me is that you're in the midst of a major glow-up, not just externally, but at the deepest levels of your being. Your confidence, self-worth, and personal power are expanding in ways that feel undeniable, not just to you, but to everyone around you. But here's the key. This isn't just surface-level confidence. This is heart-centered, authentic, magnetic. The kind of confidence that doesn't need to be spoken or proved, because it simply is. You are stepping into a version of yourself that shines effortlessly, and people are noticing. Some will celebrate this transformation, while others may feel unsettled by it, especially those who once resonated with an older, less empowered version of you. Next, 2 more cards appeared. The Walking Away card in reverse, and the Yin Yang card in reverse. These are significant, especially in the context of soul connections. For many of you, this suggests that you've been on, or are still navigating, a twin flame journey. I may even include twin flame in the title of this video, because this energy feels prominent. No matter how this path has unfolded in your physical reality, one of the greatest gifts of this journey has been the way it has guided you back to yourself. It has strengthened your connection with your own intuition, teaching you to trust your inner knowing even when external circumstances seemed uncertain or challenging. You've learned to surrender to the unknown rather than resist it, allowing your path to unfold naturally instead of trying to control every detail. However, there's a presence in your energy field, someone who is struggling to do the same. I pulled 2 more cards, the third eye chakra reversed and woman holding a coin reversed, which indicate the influence of a karmic feminine energy. This could be a female friend, a family member, or someone connected to a masculine figure in your life. If this person is tied to a masculine you've been romantically connected with, it's possible they've played a role in encouraging him to ignore his heart and suppress his intuition. This person seems to rely heavily on logic, structure, and control, often to the point of disconnecting from their own spiritual awareness. Because of this, they may have projected their fears and doubts onto you or onto the masculine energy in your life, subtly or overtly, encouraging decisions that went against intuitive knowing. This could have created a sense of inner conflict, both within you and within those connected to you. But here's the truth. No one can interfere with what is divinely meant to be. No external influence, no limiting belief, no fear-based projection can alter the path of someone who is truly awakening to their own spiritual power. And that includes you. You are stepping into an era of full alignment, where your intuition is your compass and your self-worth is unshakable. The only question that remains is, will you continue to trust yourself, even when others don't understand your journey? Because the more you trust yourself, the more you attract people who resonate with your frequency. People who don't just see your light, but who celebrate it, support it, and rise alongside you. This is your time. Keep going. Keep glowing. Keep trusting. The universe is aligning everything in your favor. If this situation involves someone deeply connected to you, it looks like they're on the brink of a profound realization. One that will shift everything they thought they knew about their feelings and desires. I'm sensing a powerful message coming through from their higher self. I'm moving forward, no matter what anyone else thinks or says. This person is beginning to feel an undeniable pull toward you, towards something real, something aligned, something their soul recognizes as true. And for perhaps the first time, they're ready to move forward in that truth, regardless of external opinions or past hesitations. On the other hand, if this reading resonates with a situation where someone has tried to discourage you from following your own heart and intuition, the message remains the same. Nothing and no one can stand in the way of your purpose. Your drive toward a particular dream, goal, or vision is becoming so powerful that outside influences will no longer have the ability to sway you. You are stepping into a fearless, heart-led confidence, the kind that cannot be shaken by doubt, fear, or the projections of others. This is a turning point. A moment where you no longer second-guess yourself, because your confidence is now rooted in something deeper than external validation. It is coming from within, from the very core of who you are. The solar plexus energy we discussed earlier is merging beautifully with the heart chakra, creating an unshakable inner knowing that your path is yours to claim. As we close out this reading, the Hand of Fatima card has come through, a deeply protective and nurturing energy. This card appears near the very end of the guidebook, which could symbolize that something in your life is coming full circle. A chapter is reaching its natural conclusion, paving the way for a powerful new beginning. I'll be diving deeper into this message in our extended reading. Now, I want to share a beautiful passage from Rumi, a message of love, devotion, and unity. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not even for an hour. You are woven into everything I do. You are my everything. Your sweetness flows into my every sip, and I follow your lead without hesitation. I am completely surrendered to you, and you are my all-consuming passion. Our souls are one. I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grace, I am but a budding sprout, and the crown of my blooming is the desire to be in your arms. Let these words remind you that the divine is always guiding you, loving you, supporting you, and aligning you with everything meant for you. Whatever is beginning to take root in your life, whether it's a fresh perspective, a new creative spark, or an entirely new phase of your journey, trust that it will grow and flourish under the loving embrace of the Divine Mother. Now is the time to listen to your intuition. to be discerning with your energy, and to allow your heart to lead you with clear, unwavering decisions. If something feels like a yes, embrace it fully. If it feels like a no, honor that boundary without hesitation. As we wrap up, if this reading resonated with you, I'd love for you to join our beautiful community here on YouTube by subscribing. You can also connect with me on Instagram at @MagnetizeOfficial for more insights and energy updates. Sending you all my love today. Take care, and I can't wait to connect with you in the next reading.